Gravitational waves and space structure. Have you ever pressed your ear against an old stone wall and listened? Not for voices, but for the deep, slow hum of the building itself? The groan of its timbers as it cools in the evening? The almost imperceptible shift of its foundations over centuries? We live our lives thinking of the world as solid, static, permanent. But what if I told you that the greatest wall of all, the cosmos itself, the very stage upon which the drama of existence plays out, is not solid? That it is a dynamic, living, breathing entity, and that it sings? It sings a song so deep, so ancient, and so powerful that its notes are the very echoes of creation, and we have only just learned how to listen. Today, we are going on a journey to listen to that song. We are going to explore the most profound discovery of our time, one that has rewritten our understanding of reality itself. We are talking about gravitational waves and the true, fluid nature of the space we call home. To begin, we must first dismantle a fundamental illusion. We look up at the night sky and we see a void, an emptiness, a black, static canvas dotted with pinpricks of light. We call it space, but this word is a trap. It suggests a mere container, a passive stage where planets and stars simply exist. This is a lie. The truth is far more magnificent, far more mystical. What we perceive as nothing is, in fact, a something. It is a fabric, a cosmic loom, woven from the most fundamental threads of reality. Physicists have a name for this: spacetime. Think of it not as a stage, but as a vast, cosmic trampoline, stretched taut and perfectly transparent. Now, imagine placing a heavy bowling ball in the center of that trampoline. It creates a deep well, a curvature. Now, roll a marble along the edge. The marble doesn't travel in a straight line. It spirals. It orbits. It's caught in the dip created by the bowling ball. This, in its essence, is gravity. The sun is our bowling ball. The earth is our marble. The earth isn't being pulled by some mysterious, invisible force. It is simply following the natural curve, the geography of this cosmic fabric created by the sun's mass. This is the first great secret. Gravity is not a force in space. It is the shape of space and time. They are woven together, one and the same. A massive object doesn't just bend space, it warps the very flow of time around it. This is not science fiction. It is the validated structure of our universe. But if this fabric is real, what happens when it is disturbed, not by a static weight, but by a cataclysm? Let's journey, in our minds, to a place 1 billion light years from here. Two ancient titans, the corpses of colossal stars, are locked in a final, fatal embrace. Two black holes. Each is so dense that its gravity has torn a hole in the fabric of space-time itself. They are not just objects in the universe. They are knots in the very fabric of reality. They circle each other, faster and faster, in a dance that has lasted for millennia. As they move, they don't just move through space, they churn it. They whip the cosmic fabric around them. Think of two children holding hands and spinning in a pool. The water around them doesn't stay still. It ripples and churns. These black holes are doing the same, but to the fabric of reality itself. And with every orbit, they lose energy, not as light or heat, but as these ripples in space-time. These ripples are gravitational waves. Finally, in a fraction of a second, they collide. They become one. In that ultimate moment of cosmic union, an energy greater than that of all the stars in all the galaxies combined is released, not as a flash of light, but as a shudder. A single, monumental tremor that races outwards in all directions, at the speed of light. This is not a wave of sound. It is not a wave of light. It is a wave of geometry. It is a wave of pure distortion. where space itself is momentarily stretched and squeezed. Imagine this wave, this silent tsunami of pure geometry, traveling for 1 billion years. It passes through nebulae, through galaxies, through stars and planets, utterly unnoticed. Because it doesn't interact with matter in the way light does. It interacts with the space that matter occupies. Finally, on a tiny, blue world, a species that has only recently looked up at the stars builds 2 incredible machines, L-shaped cathedrals of technology, 4 kilometers long, buried in the American and European countrysides. They are called LIGO. Their purpose? Not to look, but to listen. And on September 14th, 2015, they heard it. The wave arrived. As it passed through the Earth, it did something extraordinary. It stretched the space in one direction of the L-shaped detector and squeezed it in the other. The change was infinitesimal, 1,000 times smaller than the nucleus of an atom. But the machines felt it. They felt the shudder. What they recorded was not an image, but a sound, a chirp, a rising frequency that ended abruptly. It was the sound of those 2 black holes, 1 billion light years away, spinning up to their final cataclysmic merger. Think about that. We heard the death cry of 2 monsters from 1 billion years ago. We are no longer just silent observers of the cosmos, looking at the dim, ancient light of stars. We have become listeners to the cosmic symphony. We have felt the very fabric of the universe quiver, and in that quiver, we have learned its secrets. This changes everything. It confirms that space is not empty. It is a dynamic, elastic substance. It can be bent, it can be warped, it can be set, ringing like a bell. And we are all, right now, bathed in this cosmic sea of vibrations. The universe is filled with a gravitational wave background, a faint, whispering echo from countless collisions since the dawn of time. It is the residual hum of creation. This leads us to the second, and even more mind-bending, revelation. If space is a fabric, and that fabric can ripple and wave, what is it made of? The most cutting-edge theories in physics suggest something that borders on the magical. They suggest that this fabric, this space-time, may not be fundamental. It might be emergent. Think of the surface of a pond. It seems like a continuous, flat plane. But up close, it's made of countless, frantic water molecules. The surface is an illusion that emerges from their collective behavior. What if space-time is the same? What if, at the tiniest, most inconceivable scale, the Planck scale, space-time is not smooth, but pixelated, or better yet, woven? What if it is a tapestry, a cosmic hologram, emerging from a network of unimaginably tiny, vibrating strings, or from information encoded on a distant 2-dimensional surface? Gravitational waves are the key to testing this. They are the probes that can feel the texture of this fabric. If space-time is truly granular, if it has a grain to it, like wood, then the highest frequency gravitational waves would travel through it slightly differently. They would scatter or slow down in a telltale way. We are not there yet, but this is the frontier. We are moving from being astronomers of light to being astronomers of reality itself. We are learning to read the wrinkles in the face of the cosmos. So, what does this mean for us? For our place in the universe? It means we are not just living in the universe. We are of it, in the most intimate way possible. The space between you and your screen, the air in your lungs, the very atoms that make up your body, they all exist within this living, breathing, vibrating fabric. When a gravitational wave passes through you, you are stretched and squeezed along with everything else. You are a part of the symphony, not just the audience. The universe is not a cold, silent, empty vault. It is a vibrant, dynamic, and deeply interconnected ocean of geometry. It has a memory, etched in these waves. It has a voice. And after 13.8 billion years, we have finally learned to lean in and hear its first words. This is not the end of the story. It is the very beginning. We are at the dawn of gravitational wave astronomy. With every new detection of colliding neutron stars, of wobbling pulsars, and perhaps one day of the primordial waves from the Big Bang itself, we are tuning our instruments to a deeper station on the cosmic dial. We are listening to the stories the universe has been trying to tell us since the first moment of time. If this journey into the heart of cosmic reality captivated you, if you felt that sense of wonder, then do our community a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us continue to explore these profound mysteries together. And I want to hear from you. What part of this cosmic symphony resonated most with you? The idea of space as a fabric, the sound of colliding black holes, the holographic nature of reality? Let me know in the comments below. This conversation is just getting started. For those of you who want to dive even deeper, to explore the idea that our universe may be a projection, a cosmic hologram, and what that means for consciousness, reality, and our place within it, I've written a book that expands on these very ideas. It's called Holographic Multiverse. If you enjoyed this video, I think you will love the journey the book takes you on. It's a mind-bending exploration of the true nature of everything. The link is in the description below. Thank you for listening. Remember, the universe is not just something you look at. It's something you are a part of. It's speaking. Keep listening.